Shivers guaranteed. Creeped out by unexplained shadows and disembodied voices? Then buckle up, ghost hunters, because we're unleashing the top 5 ghosts caught on camera. Real-life footage, unexplained chills. Hit subscribe for more spine-tingling content and smash that like button if you're brave enough. Lights out, blankets on, let's get spooky. Highway horror. Late one Sunday evening, Mitch Kuhn and his parents are cruising down a bustling highway near Sydney, Australia, when out of nowhere, they experience an utterly unnerving encounter. Mitch manages to capture this hair-raising moment with his dashboard camera. Mitch describes his astonishment as a child suddenly materialized out of thin air directly onto the bustling highway before him. He recounts that the youngster appeared to be no more than 6 years old, clad in a distinctive blue coat amidst the chaotic scene. Mitch Kuhn's mother promptly contacts the police to alert them about the lost child aimlessly wandering on the highway. After receiving no response for 45 minutes, Mitch takes matters into his own hands and calls again, this time offering his dash cam footage as potential evidence. But here's the twist. The officer on the phone reassures him that the child has been found and that the footage isn't necessary. Now here's where it takes an odd turn. Despite the reassurance from the police, Mitch Kuhn finds himself grappling with the inexplicable strangeness of it all, questioning the validity of the situation even as he tentatively believes that the child is indeed safe. He shares his dashcam footage on Facebook, which catches the attention of Australian national news. Reporters contact the police for further details, only to be met with a denial from law enforcement, claiming they never encountered the missing child. They claim to have combed the vicinity, yet no child was discovered, and there were no reports of missing children in the vicinity. Could it be that Mitch captured something of a paranormal nature on camera, and why the peculiar response from the authorities? Frankly, I'm at a loss. Share your insights in the comments below. Oregon-bound footage. Now, this next video presents a bit of an enigma, as its source has sparked intense debate across the internet. In the footage, a man proudly displays his campsite nestled in the woods of Deschutes, Oregon. However, as night falls, events take a chilling turn, plunging the peaceful scene into chaos and uncertainty. Some speculate that this footage might have been captured by Jacob Edris. Jacob vanished in 2017 and was last spotted in Eugene, Oregon, after making frantic calls to his boss, claiming he was being pursued by an unknown entity. Others speculate that the footage might have been captured by Chase Hove, a young man who vanished in 2017. Chase went missing in the very same location where this video was filmed. However, these are merely conjectures and theories with no concrete evidence to support them. As an unknown entity endeavors to infiltrate the man's tent, he reacts with frantic urgency, hastily fleeing and leaving his flashlight behind in the process. With the surroundings plunged into darkness, he relies on the infrared feature of his camera to navigate the pitch-black environment. To his horror, the individual attempting to breach his tent now stands directly in front of him. The footage abruptly ends, leaving the mystery to deepen. Some assert that the camera, along with his car, tent, and other valuables, was discovered at the campsite. However, the identity of the enigmatic figure who captured it all remains unknown. It's rumored to have vanished, leaving us to ponder whether Jacob, Idris, Chase, Hove, or none of them captured this footage. The truth may forever elude us, and perhaps this recording is merely an intricate hoax. Whether genuine or fabricated, I leave the verdict in your hands to determine. The Point Pleasant phenomenon urban explorer Chris Hill returns for another eerie urban exploration. This time, Chris embarks on a journey to Point Pleasant, West Virginia, in search of a mysterious old tunnel system concealed deep within the woods surrounding the city. Now, the quaint town of Point Pleasant has endured its fair share of sorrow. In 1967, the Silver Bridge, spanning the Ohio River, inexplicably collapsed during rush hour, claiming the lives of 46 individuals, with 2 victims never recovered. This tragic incident birthed numerous peculiar conspiracies and legends surrounding the mysterious collapse of the bridge. You see, Point Pleasant, West Virginia, is the birthplace of the infamous folklore creature known as the Mothman. Numerous reports and sightings emerged in Point Pleasant throughout 1967, describing a large humanoid, moth-like creature. Interestingly, this is the same year when the tragic bridge collapse occurred. Some speculate that the enigmatic figure known as the mysterious Mopman may have been a harbinger, or perhaps even the catalyst, behind the bridge collapse. After some initial scouting, Chris discovers the entrance to the tunnel system and embarks on his exploration. As he delves deeper into the labyrinthine tunnels, the water flow intensifies, and the thick, humid fog rising from the stream makes it increasingly difficult for Chris to catch his breath. Deep within the tunnel, Chris ventures miles beyond where most dare to tread. Surprisingly devoid of graffiti, it's evident that few have ventured this far. Yet, just as he delves deeper, the situation takes a chilling turn, signaling a shift towards the unknown and the terrifying. Chris hears a bone-chilling sound echoing from somewhere deep within the tunnels, seemingly right behind him. Despite his growing unease, he retraces his steps to investigate, only to find nothing but empty darkness. Though shaken by the unsettling noise, Chris remains resolute in his determination to forge ahead and uncover the tunnel's end. Little does he know, what awaits him ahead is something utterly horrifying. Two peculiar figures briefly peek out at Chris before vanishing back into the tunnels. Chris recalls struggling to see through the thick fog on the water, unaware of what his camera captured in the moment. He proceeds down the tunnel without encountering anything that could clarify the mysterious footage. So, what's your take on this? Could these enigmatic figures be linked to the numerous Mothman sightings in Point Pleasant? As always, I leave it to you to draw your own conclusions. Meanwhile, on TikTok user DarkSecret37, a mother hailing from the Philippines, now resides in Japan with her two sons. One spring evening, amidst the blooming sakura trees, the two boys, accompanied by a friend wielding a camera, record a video. What unfolds next is nothing short of truly bizarre. Did you catch that? A hand suddenly clasps around one of the boys' legs. The person recording is startled and quickly rushes over to investigate the area surrounding the two boys. Yet, there's no sign of anyone or anything present. According to some Japanese TikTok commenters, a tale persists that ages ago, an individual was interred beneath the very spot where the sakura tree now flourishes. It's said that the unsettled spirit sought to make contact with the children in a literal sense. But what's your take on this eerie hand? Could it be genuine or merely an intricate hoax? The decision is yours to make. TikTok user Rachel Howard from Phoenix, Arizona, is filming a brief video to showcase her brand new TV. However, later she discovers that she has inadvertently captured something deeply unsettling. A dark humanoid figure appears to loom over Rachel in the reflection on her TV screen. As she approaches, it swiftly retreats and vanishes into thin air. Did Rachel inadvertently capture something paranormal? You be the judge. The presence, Tommy Wells from Rockwood, Tennessee, asserts that paranormal occurrences have plagued him for years, persistently following him from one home to another. However, the alarming events have now extended their grip to his wife Leslie and their 3 children. The family has been unnerved by the sound of loud hoof-like footsteps echoing through the house, witnessed objects moving on their own, and discovered unexplained bruises adorning Leslie's body. One fateful night, as the strange sounds return, they document everything with their newly acquired camera. What happens next is downright creepy. The water pressure inexplicably drops in the house, accompanied by flickering and eventual death of the microwave. Meanwhile, a chilling noise emanates from the piano in the living room. Yet, the most terrifying sound is the heavy, clomping footsteps slowly advancing towards the family. It's at this moment they unanimously decide it's time to evacuate the premises. Cut to another day, and Tommy and his family return to their home to celebrate his daughter's birthday. The kitchen is filled with the girl's cousins, aunt, uncle, and parents, all eagerly gather it as the excited girl is presented with her birthday cake. However, little do they know, this birthday celebration is about to take a turn for the worse. Terrifying paranormal activity abruptly interrupts the joyful celebration, leaving the young girl deeply unsettled. Feeling overwhelmed by the unexplained events, the family decides to conduct a seance together, hoping to banish the haunting presence from their home. However, their efforts yield disastrous results. As the family gathers, a bed inexplicably begins to move, despite Jacob sitting directly atop it. Startled, Jacob leaps up in fear, yet the bed persists in its eerie motion. Adding to the unease, the water faucet suddenly activates on its own accord. However, what truly sends shivers down their spines is the sight of blood trickling from the ceiling, landing unsettlingly on Tommy's wife's hand. Now Tommy is convinced that something demonic and malevolent has latched onto his family. However, what unfolds next will forever remain shrouded in mystery. After extensive research, it was found that the family eventually relocated to a new home. Tommy's son has since disclosed that the paranormal occurrences have significantly subsided and have never reached the same extreme levels depicted in those videos. Do these clips serve as evidence of poltergeist activity? The girls at the birthday party appeared genuinely terrified. So either the family encountered genuine paranormal occurrences, or the children weren't involved in any scheme. Share your thoughts in the comments below.